Hello, hello, everyone. It's welcome to Win It Watts of Love Wednesday. Sorry, I am a little bit tardy tonight. Trying to steal a few moments from our craziness going on with our two new puppies and preparing for Easter. Little bit frazzled at the moment. So come on in. Hopefully you can participate and win today's project. Our demo will start in a moment. Say hello as you guys hop on. Our text message system just went out. If you would like to be notified when I go live, because you miss your Facebook notifications like I do, go ahead and comment the word text and we'll get you all set up. If you see a red live box at the top left corner of your screen, that means you're live with me. Say hello. Otherwise, comment replay and say hello. I will see your comments. All right, let's make sure we're live here. All right, guys. Hello. It's Win It. Watts of Love, Win It Wednesday. I don't even know. There's too many W's in there. Welcome to tonight's demo, tonight's auction. Here's how it's going to work. I am going to create a fun project for you, and then you have the opportunity to win it. So all you have to do is start someone just after the event. I will go ahead and post a picture of it in the event tab. And then what you'll do is you'll end up putting a bid on that. So we're going to start opening bids at 25. Someone will just need to say, I bid 25. And then from there, it's $5 increments. By the end of Friday, then we will see who has the highest bid. That person will be our winner. And then I will send you a link to make your donation to Watts of Love. And then I will ship this project to you absolutely free. Okay, let's get started. Say hello. Let's talk about Watts of Love. Watts of Love is a nonprofit organization, and they are just trying to empower the people who live in darkness and poverty to be just better themselves financially and socially and all of that. And their main product is this solar-powered light. Now, I have one in my car, and I have one in the house. We've been having crazy weather lately, so I think this will come in handy if we ever lose power. It is a solar light. It has 3 settings and then an emergency setting. Hi, Kathy. How are you? Thanks for hopping in tonight. And what they do is they wear it during the day on their head so that the sunlight powers it, right? Because it's solar. And then at night, they can continue working in their huts. They can continue making products. They can get rid of spending their money on kerosene oils and candles and use the natural light itself. So here's our first setting. Hopefully it's charged. It should be. So it's just kind of, it's a nice light. The kids can read their school books by it at nighttime. That's our next setting. It gets pretty bright. Holy moly, that is the 3rd setting. And then this is the emergency. This will scare off wildlife, and it also alerts the village if a female goes into labor that they need help. So it's a pretty cool product for the people. So one of these lights is equal to $50 in donations. All right, so that's really what we're after. We want to at least get one light out of our donations. And then they have a nice book that you can read, all kinds of stories about all the people that have gotten into the program and have become financially literate, and who can do good things for their community. So I think that's a pretty cool book to read. I also have, let's see here, grab them. I have some postcards that kind of just highlights a couple of the people. I think Alfred and Yosef, I think we talked about them another time. If you would, let's see, that's something else. Let's see who this is about. Phyllis and Martha. I think we'll read about Martha today. I don't think we've talked about her yet. All right, if you're watching live or watching the replay, say hello to me. All right, so this is a picture of a woman with children. Looks like they're studying at nighttime, reading books. It says Malawi Education, Phyllis and Martha's story. Phyllis, struggling to feed her 9 children, received a light and financial literacy from our Malawi trainers last year. Phyllis embraced the opportunity to save money and improve her situation. She also knew the light meant more study time for her ambitious children. Phyllis proudly shared with us last month that her daughter Martha has advanced to 2nd in her class because of our light. Martha is a bright and confident rising star, recently earning the coveted position as a Watts of Love trainer in their community. Isn't that awesome? These lights do such good things for people. They really, really do. I suggest you check out the book too, because all those proceeds go straight to Watts of Love. I want to say the book itself is $25. I think that's right. I think it's $25. So if you can, grab yourself a book too. All right. Today, so as a designer, we can become light makers. And what a light maker is because of you, because you round up your orders, because you buy Watts of Love transfers, $2 will go to the Watts of Love Foundation. Or if you make flat donations, especially during auctions, or if you just feel it in your heart to do that, then once a designer hits $250 in donations, and that does include my own too. I round up every order. I also make flat donations. Once that hits $250, then we get transfers that we can play with, and they are only exclusive to light makers. So because of you, we've hit that light maker status this year, and I just want to make something from the new transfers. So here's one of the transfers that we got. It says Watts of Love, Light Maker, I support, and it has their little logo there. That one I'll make another time. But this one I thought was going to be fun to make. It says Light Knows No Borders, Shine On, and then again it has the little logo. So what I think I'm going to do is I made one of these bags last night. We used a black one, and it really turned out really nice. So I kind of wanted to do another bag. So we're going to ink our project tonight. So I have our ink mat in there already so that I could flatten everything out. Okay. Make sure it's all flat. Let's go ahead and get our transfer out of our package. All right. Who has not heard of Watts of Love? This is called Light Maker Shine On. Shine On. I want to say this is 2022. So the light maker earning period starts in, I want to say, June of the year prior to May of the current year. So that's why it's June of 22 to May of 23. So we're almost at the end of our light maker period. Those designers that hit $2,000 in donations get thrown into a a raffle where they can win an actual trip to Malawi or the other places that they distribute these lights. Wow, what an experience that would be, right? All right, let's go ahead and let's get this on. Let's go ahead and take this off. Let's see. I think I'll go ahead and remove this part. And I'm just going to go straight up and we'll just clip that off. All right, so then what we'll do is we'll do that and then we'll put the little logo on the bottom, I think. I think that's how we'll line that up. And we're just using black and red. Black, red, white, those are their colors. So this will work out perfectly. We're going to remove that from our backer sheet. And get this guy centered here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to look at my seams over here. Now, granted, these bags are never, ever straight. So we're going to try to make it as straight as possible here. Okay. And you want to rub it down. You want it really flat against your fabric. You do not want to fuzz your transfers when you're working on fabrics. I'm going to keep my heat press hot so that we can heat set it when we're done. This is a project that you heat set when you're done, and then it is permanent. Okay, just rubbing it down really, really well. I want to make sure we don't have any little spots where the ink can get under that, okay? All right, so then this is going to go about here. All right, we'll worry about that later. I'm going to use black. And what I might do is I'll do light nose, no boundaries. Maybe or borders. Maybe we'll do that in red. Do everything else in black. And then we'll do our little logo down there. Okay, so this is a permanent ink, like I said. You want to make sure that you're very careful with it. Don't get it on your fingers. Don't go off the transfer because it is a permanent product. So once it hits that fabric, it will tend to stain it unless you get it under cold water immediately. Your chances are better of getting it washed out, okay? So let me think about this before I do this. So we'll do that red. Let's do this black, and then we'll do the world in red. Let's start with Shine On, okay? Just because that's closer. All right. It's just like chalking. Just have to be a little more careful with it. Okay, you're still going to take off your excess. You're going to still spread that excess. Grab it as you need it. Okay. Okay. Got that done. Just want to make sure this is really covered well. What I'm going to do is switch over to a smaller squeegee to get those little dash lines in the middle here. Okay. Again, I want to make sure this is staying down. I think this is going to look so good. Get that excess off. Make sure it's gone through onto your fabric. Careful not to hit other elements if you don't want it black. Okay, Put that excess back. Again, be very careful. Check fingers. You can see I already got some black on me. I'm just going to kind of rub it in there. Let's get another squeegee and open our red. This is Candy Apple. Look how pretty that is. Okay. Don't drip. Don't drip. All right. Just going to make sure this is laid down real nice. Okay. Let's get that world all colored in red. I think we need like a rounded squeegee. Wouldn't that be a good tool to have? Just to kind of get in rounded spaces like this. Instead of a square edge, kind of have a rounded edge. All right. Make sure we have all those edges colored in. Now we can go around the outside. Get all that red. This is going to look so good. Careful to stay on that transfer. Don't want to go off that transfer. Okay, I think we're all set. To remove it, check fingers. You don't want to accidentally hit something and then have that ink where you don't want it. Light nose, no borders. Shine on. Oh, wow. Look how that turned out, you guys. So nice. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take my quick dry tool and we're going to kind of dry it a little bit. This does not heat set it. This will just kind of dry the ink for us. It's not really a high heat or a hot heat. So we're going to kind of just get it started. Then what I might do is get my really high heat tool. Thank you, Kathy. And really get it dry so that I can heat set it for you guys tonight. We'll get a picture taken and then we'll let the bidding begin and see who wins this fun bag. There may be even a surprise inside. I don't know. We'll see. All right. Avoid all temptations. Don't touch it with your fingers. I tend to want to do that. Okay. We're just going to go ahead and go right to the high heat now. The ink mat, they do suggest you take that out when you're heat drying it because it will tend to warp. It doesn't like heat. But I use this one strictly for this kind of thing or painting on, so I don't mind ruining it-ish. So we're just going to try to get this dry so that we can get things moving along here. Again, this doesn't heat set it. You definitely want to make sure you're using your clothes iron or a heat press to permanently set it. This just will help the drying process. Otherwise, you can let it sit out overnight to dry and it'll be ready to heat press the next morning. And we're going to go ahead and put our little heart down there. Okay. I think that's what we're going to do. So don't start bidding yet. We're going to get a picture at the end, and I will list it in the actual event, and then I'll share the event to the page so you guys can find it. I think we have a couple other items that are still available. I can share those as well. Okay. Just doing a quick spot check there. Okay, we're good. The reason I do the drying ahead of time is because just in case some of the other transfers kind of like lay over it, I just want to make sure that, just writing the name of it, Shine On Light Maker, that it doesn't pull up the ink, right? You don't want to pull it up. Okay. All right. So here's what I'm going to try to do. I'm going to kind of base my midsection here. I want to say this is probably my middle mark there. So I'm going to kind of bring it down to about here, I think. Okay. Press that down. And now I'm going to take a quick peek and make sure we're not crooked, which we are, just a tinge. So we're going to just kind of rotate it a little bit. Try again. Check fingers. Nothing for the best for you guys, okay? All right, so we're going to start with the inside heart and work our way out. So now I need even a smaller squeegee. Let's see. Let's use this thing. This is from one of our, the artist tool set. It's kind of like a little squeegee paintbrush. So let's go ahead and get ink on that. And we're just going to do a heart. Kind of like it. I've never used it to ink with before. We'll kind of use the side to get that excess off, put it back in our jar. Okay. That worked well. All right, let's put that aside. Hopefully we don't forget it's there. Let's grab our little black one, and then we're going to go around. Don't get it in that red. You don't want to spread that red in the black. Okay, let's put that back. Make sure you get that excess off. All right. Put that over there. Check fingers. Oh my gosh, that looks so good. All right. Now I am going to, before I ruin anything, is we're going to take our dirty tools and remove them from the area. And then I'm going to cover up my inks, so close them up. All right, no casualties, yay. Let's get this dry. We'll get this dry, and then we'll go ahead and reset it, and it'll be all set to go to its owner this weekend. Hopefully we'll get it out by Easter. Thanks, Kathy. I like how it turned out too. Now, when you heat set it, they say to use parchment paper, right, as your little barrier in between your ink and your iron, or whatever heat setting tool you're using. Once I get this good and dry, I can use, oh, I see smoke. You can use a paper towel. So that's what probably I'll do. It's probably getting a little hot. All right, so let's go ahead and get it out of our bag. Remove it from our... Oh, that's kind of melted. See, don't do that. Don't do as I do. Okay. Let's go ahead. I am going to do this. I'm going to kind of put this down through the middle. Just so that, for some unknown reason, it wants to go through the bag. It shouldn't, but just in case. All right, I'm going to put down this paper towel. I'm also going to grab my, this is a pressing pillow. Okay, it's used for heat press. All right, and then we're going to do 300 degrees, 1 minute on each side. Okay, so let's just go ahead and do that. Back and forth. I'm going to have to make a bag for myself because I really like how this turned out. Transfers are easy to clean up. The inks are easy to clean up, just like our chalk paste. It is water soluble. All right, so you don't need any kind of chemicals. I'm just going to use water and my board eraser. And it will come up nicely for us. Okay, and when you do a heat set, let's put this back for a moment. You're going to flip it over and you're going to heat the other side. So what you're doing, okay, is you're kind of making a sandwich and you're pressing the ink on the top side of the ink and then you're heat setting it from the bottom. So there you're getting a really nice bond between your fabric and your ink. Hi, Cynthia. Oh gosh, I just love inking. I was a little afraid when I first started to do it. And then I was just like, I need to start just doing this. So I grabbed just an old crappy t-shirt that I don't wear anymore. And I just started inking every corner of it. Sometimes it turned out bad. Sometimes it turned out really good until I just got the hang of it. And now everything looks awesome sauce. Definitely do it. Inking is so much fun. You could do it on koozies and hats and shirts and jeans and, oh my gosh, shoes and all kinds of stuff, you guys. Your drinking glasses, your wine glasses, mirrors, anything that you want to keep permanent. Okay. And I'm going to do this one more time for good measure. Make sure it's nice and heat set. We'll, yes, definitely makes awesome gifts. We'll get some pictures taken and then the bidding can begin as soon as that gets put up. I made this shirt. It's fine. I'm fine. Everything is fine. Right? Everything is going to be okay. Okay. Almost done, guys. We're down to about 15 seconds. I love these heat presses. It's nice to iron your clothes with them too. Okay. All good. All right, so I'm going to turn that off. So that's off. We're going to take a look. Look at that. And I'm just going to hit that red real quick here. I won't. Let's see, I'm going to do it this way. There we go. We're just going to hit that with a hot iron here. Just want to make sure it's nice and dry and heat set before it goes to its new home. All right, good. Excellent, 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 excellent. Take that off. We can get that piece out of there. Nice and warm. And there you have it, guys. You have your very own Watts of Love little backpack, cinch pack. Hopefully it will go to a loving home and a supportive home. I know that's you. And again, I appreciate all of you that do your roundups and do your flat donations and your purchasing of the B-size transfers where $2 goes straight to the foundation. You are appreciated. I hope you know that. I'm so happy you were here tonight. Let's get some bidding.